going to post a picture of us going live. Cute.
She's so crazy.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, now I can go live on Instagram. Whoa. Let's see.
Semiserious agency is live.
You bet your ass we are.
Live.
Okay, and I'm hitting go live on Facebook. Where
feel
are
like
all
you're
my
getting faster at
Facebook people
this?
at? Woo!
Woo! Get off Marketplace and come on over here.
Come on over.
The one reason you're over there.
I was seeing how
Man.
someone said you could tell there's a recession indicator is how good Facebook Marketplace is, which I completely agree.
You know, I've heard that like this is the weekend to go to the thrift store and go on Marketplace because everybody spent last weekend cleaning out all their shit because they were like, I'm getting rid of the toys my kids don't use. I'm like spring cleaning, get the Christmas tree down. And so that there's a lot of good stuff.
This is your time to shine. I know. I just bought an original piece of artwork from this gal who's selling it on Facebook Marketplace, which it is actually. It's like a real painting, and it's like this real cool pink bunny. It's like funky and artsy. It's not like, juvenile, but it's really cool. And I like bought it from Facebook Marketplace. Just getting. I'm starting my art collection, my high-end art collection on.
Hey, from the Marketplace.
The Marketplace.
Which everybody always says, and I agree that we should
drop
it should be its own app. Like you should be able to be on Facebook on just that.
If it could be its own app, I would not have Facebook anymore.
I know. Ditch this okay, we are live. Scene. I see.
Okay. I'm gonna change live. Oh, here's our lame ass LinkedIn auto post. Thanks for joining our exclusive live broadcast.
I know they're like, can you be cool about the copy for once? Can you hire us? All right. Started streaming 2 minutes ago. Anne is here.
Oh, Anne. Look at Anne. Anne's ride or die.
I have a feeling Anne's going to thrive with this topic.
Will we thrive is the real question.
Yeah, no one knows.
Okay. Okay, one more update to make. We're live on YouTube.
What left? Where left to even go?
Okay. 1 second.
Oh.
One day when we have our team, our crew, I want to do this nonsense.
We can just sit back and relax and we have a producer.
I don't know if you've had this. My A on my Mac, it's been happening for a while now. It keeps sticking. So when I type, sometimes really fast, because I have a pretty fast typer. When I'm typing, I'll have like 40 A's in one. How I wedged a brag in there.
Yeah, you're just like
when I'm typing at a speed that is some would consider superhuman. That's part of my 2026 resolution is to hype myself up nonstop. But my A stick, so I'll be like, play along in the comments, and comments will have like 9 A's in it. I'm like, what just happened?
Do you remember years ago when there was like a text glitch on the iPhone and it would do that really weird A in place of things, and everyone was like, everyone just like went with it. We just all typed text with that because we were like, sorry, I don't know how to fix it.
This is who I am now. Okay, well, we are live. We are live. I'm so proud.
Anne says she's hangry. I'm also hangry. I normally have had like several meals by now.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big I'm eating
hangry.
breakfast. I'm eating brunch.
What's the thirsty version of hangry? I ran out of oat milk in the middle of my I was making my matcha. So all I had was like a glass this big. It was like 1/4 the size of a normal glass of matcha. I was so pissed.
That's not enough matcha. Allie, there's a coffee shop here that their drink is called the Purple Haze, and it's matcha with a like a really pretty purple foam that I think tastes like raspberry, but they use dragon fruit powder to make it colorful, and everybody loves it. And I think about it every time I see people with it, because I'm like, Allie would love that.
Oh, I love. You know what? We don't have. Okay, someone correct me if I'm wrong. That I can't find. At least there's not one in my neighborhood. Like a coffee shop that makes like artistic matchas. Like I want like that like beautiful experience.
Do you like it? Would you drink it iced right now, or are you doing hot because it's so cold out?
I've been doing hot lately. Yeah. Was I with you the time that I showed up at the beach in Chicago on like a 90-degree day, and I walked in with a hot matcha? It was like the most grotesque thing someone could bring to a beach.
No, but that like does not surprise me at all.
Oh god. Dragon fruit. I mean, but I love that.
That's just as crazy as me drinking cold all year round when it's like snowing.
Cold and drinking like
a picture of this.
100 a day. Your ability to process caffeine is just unmatched. I've never met anyone like you.
It's
like machine. You'll like be pounding one like an hour before bed, and I don't even understand.
No, that's
I'd be up for 3 days.
I can't have one past 4 o'clock.
Oh, I've seen.
But
you crush.
Actually,
I've seen you crush it before. After 4.
Pre-Dawson.
Yeah. Well,
I probably would have.
Okay, I mean, here's before kids, like we could be up till 4 a.m. and not. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Delicious, right?
Yeah, it looks good.
Well,
pre-kids, there was no rules. I was drinking cold brew on top of an espresso edible. I'd be up till 5 a.m. just living the dream.
Yeah, you're right. You have maintained your night owlness though.
I have, yeah.
I'm asleep by 9:30 now.
No, I wish. That's why I look like 20 miles of bad road, as my mother would say.
That's a really funny expression.
Isn't it a good one?
Bad road.
I'll be like, she looks funny. Like 20 miles of bad road. It's just the funniest. I love that phrase.
That's so great. That's fantastic.
On that note,
it said thangry.
Thangry. I like that.
Hungry and angry.
Thangry? Is it thingry or hangry or I guess.
Well, we have to change ersty. Thangsty, like angst and thirsty.
Like that's kind of good. Yeah.
Anger is in hunger. Anyway. But I do like thangry. Just makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I kind of like it.
Which is a perfect segue to this show.
Speaking of no sense, buckle up for 2026. Can they brand that? The wheels have fallen completely off with this new direction we're about to take it.
The wheels are off. The wheels have sort of always been off. But yeah, if you're new, welcome to Can They Brand That? This is the world's first. Well, we're the world's first humor branding agency, and this is, to our knowledge, the first improvised branding show. Where we brainstorm in real time for an audience, and now for a live audience.
I know. I love it. I actually really like this format of being completely live.
Me too.
I'm enjoying it.
I feel naked. I feel excited. I feel naked and afraid.
Naked and afraid.
Yeah.
Thanksty. I feel thanksty.
What I feel is thanksty. You can see our names. I'm Lyndsay.
I'm
Allie. And we're the founders of Semiserious, the world's first humor branding agency, which I already said.
Say it again for the people in back.
Come on. The world's first, which you can sort of add to anything you want. If you believe it.
If you believe it enough.
Achieve it.
You know, it is nice to be able to say we're the world's first at something.
Yeah.
Is that the world's first? And then I guess it would be the world's best because no one else is doing it. So we can also claim superiority.
Last.
Yeah.
Once the robots wipe us out, world's first and last.
You know what's so funny? If the robots wipe us out, imagine us going out on this note with what we're about to brainstorm. What a legacy. What a legacy.
What a legacy for our children. Oh my gosh.
Mommy.
What did you do, Mommy, with all your time that you spend away from me? Well, I laughed at my own jokes with my best friend.
You don't want to know. You'd be really sad to find out. You'll be racking up therapy bills the rest of your life finding out what Mommy did in her free time.
Someday it'll pay off.
So I guess, as a reminder, what we do here is improvised branding. So we generally pick a brand that's, a dream brand we'd love to work with, or one that we think maybe has lost some steam in the marketplace. We think it could use a little bit more razzle dazzle. But we're doing things a little bit different today. So we'll get into that in a minute. But we usually set the timer for 20 minutes. We brainstorm as many ideas as we can. So there's no strategy, no prep work. There's no rhyme, reason, no plan. And it's really fun because it's a lot of the things that we do in our agency in terms of brand building, brand strategy, but it's like condensed in this 20-minute little gauntlet where we put ourselves in a pressure cooker for no reason and just like it's a play and let the bad ideas pour out. And sometimes the bad ideas are really good ideas, and sometimes the bad ideas are bad ideas, but they spin into a good idea. We get to it's good practice for us. It's fun. It's low stakes. The only thing on the line is our reputation.
We're like, hey, we are a branding agency and this show has no strategy. That's brave. That's brave. Brave, stupid. I don't know which one it is.
Somehow we continue to get hired by clients.
Yeah.
So
shockingly, we do work with real clients. And this is our like whole job. This is our full-time job. But we started this show to sort of champion the idea. Obviously, like the big idea is humor, and our tagline as an agency is that fun sells. And we think more brands, or all brands really, should be using entertainment and razzle dazzle to get attention and to create distinction. We primarily work with CPG brands and startups in that space. So like they're coming onto the shelves and they need people to choose them instead of the competitors, or they need people to understand what makes them different. And so we get to help build an entire identity and narrative and system around that. And another reason we do it is because we're hoping to beat the robots. We're hoping to, be a bright spot in the AI slop, and to continue to remind businesses that they are leaving money on the table when they choose beige, boring, forgettable tactics. Why else do we do this, Allie? I think that's it.
I mean, the love of the game. Yeah, just the love of the game. It's
that's
fun.
True.
It really is fun. I mean, we actually really like our job. It's fun. It's fun to take a thing that is kind of just bare. It's an idea. It's a concept. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes things don't even exist in the marketplace. Sometimes things exist in a marketplace that's saturated, and like those are both their own unique challenges. And it's just really fun to go, how do we like bring this to life in a way that feels completely unique, that's engaging, interesting, that makes people feel good, it's entertaining. And then we just get to like laugh with each other and come up with like fun ideas. And it's like, there is like a high you get when you nail something, when you feel like you nailed something. We're like, that's the name, or that tagline is killer, or here's a way to position it. This is perfect. Like it is. And it's like, there's like pride in it, because you're like, God, it like came from like within us, it's like a fun, re-energizing. It's like self-generating almost, excitement. Not to make, it's not like we're saving lives here, but it's life-saving for us. It feels good to just like laugh and feel good. Yeah. Saving brands. So I'd say that for sure. Yeah. I will say, speaking of AI Slop, which I know we've kind of touched on the last few episodes, but I feel like we have been busier in this. Like we were busier in December than we have been in. I mean, December, Q4 is usually really busy for us, but December in terms of people coming to us wanting to like start new businesses and brands. And like we've been maybe busier than ever. And I say that in like such a grateful way. And what that says to me is like, despite AI, like just like taking over our lives, people are still wanting a human touch. And that makes me feel really hopeful and good. So yeah, I feel, that's promising. When nothing else seems promising.
Yeah.
That feels
promising. Everything else is pretty bleak. Well, I do believe that, the sort of the zone that we play in and that we offer value for brands is typically when they are like, they have not hit the market yet. So they're pre-launch and we're helping them launch. And I think they know what we know, which is that you can't just like slap a couple of interesting things on a package. You can't just call it something willy-nilly with any hope of getting consumers to care or pay attention. And so that's where we really get to create the whole thing, which is what we are going to do today. So to segue that, tee that up. So since we relaunched the show last year, I don't know how many episodes we've done. It's in the double digits. And we wanted to like sort of up the ante and continue to challenge ourselves, as the name says, can they brand that? And so we decided we were going to pick out of a hat, like do a random generator of a type of product for a type of audience that does not exist, and try to build that all from scratch. And so we were talking about it yesterday, and we picked we picked a top product type and an audience segment. And we thought it was funny enough that we're like, let's do that one for our first one.
Yeah.
And before I tell you what it is, basically, then we are going to sort of brand that from scratch. We're going to come up with a name for it. We're going to come up with a tagline for it, potentially what could be on the packaging, what the product could actually look like. And this is a ridiculous one and probably would not get made, but crazier things have been made. And so by doing this, we're going to sort of showcase that with good enough branding, maybe you can sell anything.
I mean, if you can sell a pet rock, and a chia pet, and I mean, God, there's so many stupid things that exist. The thing that we're going to brand today is stupid, and it is stupid in a way that is so funny. Like, again, it was supposed to be just like a rough draw. I feel like I'm doing a lot of puns, and I don't mean to. A rough draw of what we could do for this new strategy. We were like, it's such a funny idea. Like, we have to do it because it's just absurd. Should we say what it is?
Say it.
Okay. It's high heels for dogs. We were laughing so hard. We're like, it's so stupid. We have to do it. Let's see if
so stupid. If anybody can they brand high heels for dogs?
Yeah.
If anybody can do it, we can do it. And I think this is perfect for our name, Semiserious. So we are going to take an unserious thing seriously, and we are going to, brand it as though it's real, as though a client came to us and they're like, we're making high heels for dogs, which is insane. So yeah, I think we should set the timer and do it.
Yeah. Before we do that, like and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
To Semiserious Agency on YouTube, where if you're not watching it on YouTube now, go to YouTube and subscribe. But that's just helpful because we want to show up in your feed, and we want you to keep coming back and watching our ridiculous show and chiming in and having fun and playing along with us. And then you can check out just who we are, what we do, how we think at our semiserioussagency.com. And so a little plug.
Perfect. Okay, let's start the timer so we can answer the question on nobody/everybody's minds. Can they brand that? Oh, the music.
Oh, God, I get into a new year.
Maestro.
Hold on. Oh my goodness.
Do it at a pitch that only dogs can hear.
I know. Okay, here we go.
Someone says I already have ideas.
Great.
Oh.
Just because they can doesn't mean they should. Can they brand that? Can they brand that?
Okay.
Well, this is perfect because I am recording from my friend's house who has a dog, and his name is Wagyu, which is a great name for a dog.
So cute.
And he's outside. And so there's a good chance he's not a big barker, but there's a good chance he could chime in or I'll have to run. So
which is great, actually.
This is really method.
I like it. I feel like it's good to have a fan base of dogs as we brand. Let them weigh in, see what they'd prefer. Okay.
I'll ask him. He's a pit bull. I feel like high heels would be a real tough look for him unless it was a photo.
Well, we don't know. Hey, we're not judging what this guy wants to wear, what this dog wants to wear.
Oh my gosh, this
He's
just
got good
came
legs.
to me.
Yeah.
He does have really nice legs. I feel like a very ironic name that already exists is kitten heels.
Okay. I thought we should call them puppy heels or pup heels. That's so funny you said that.
My brain was going through like platform, wedge, stiletto, and then I was like, kitten heels. What?
Pup form. Or
yeah.
You had a funny name idea. Yeah. Well, when we picked this, you said all you said is one thing. You had a name idea.
I don't remember. Was it a play on
it was stupid, but it's funny.
Was it a play on Louboutin? Or
no.
I don't remember it.
I think you said Wolfarella or something.
Oh yeah. It was just like a Cinderella, like princess.
Like Barcarella, Pupperella.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What I was thinking it'd be funny, like you could do like puppy pumps. I'm trying to think of a funny name for puppy pumps. What about like sit, stay, heels? Like heel.
Or like strut, stay.
Sit, strut,
hot dog. They should be called hot dogs.
Hot dogs. That's a funny name too. Hot dogs.
Okay, I also was like, could they
Should
just
it be
called
HAUTE?
Oh,
Hot dog?
nice. I was thinking they could just be called something like random, like yips, like a noise a dog
Oh.
makes. Like, because I keep picturing the target dogographic I keep thinking for this is like really small dogs, like really cute Pomeranians, Chihuahuas, because they also sometimes are just carried. And so like you see them in these little fashion heels. And so I was like, yip, they do little yips.
I was thinking Great Danes. Just kidding.
I was thinking absolute Newfoundland.
I was thinking Mastiffs and Newfies. Okay, yip, like yips is like yippy toe, or not yippy toes, like tippy toes.
Oh, tippy toes.
Yippy toes.
Oh,
Yips.
twinkle
Yips is cute
toes.
though. Yips.
Yips just feels like it's like I got for a joke. I put a pair of yips in their stocking. Well, it's not a pair. What's four?
A quartet. A quartet of shoes.
I was thinking,
what about Boops? That's a cute name.
Oh, Boop. That's
Boops.
cute.
That's cute.
Boops. As it also sounds like boots. That's fun.
Yeah.
Instead of boots, it's boops. They could be those lace up high heel, like patent, like shiny leather ones.
Yeah. What
I was thinking a tagline is somewhere in the line of like fashion is nipping at your heels.
Oh,
like
good.
Or like when fashion nips at your or like when fashion calls, when fashion barks, howls.
When fashion calls, fashion is nipping at your heels. That's really funny. Well, like I guess I already kind of said this. This could be I said it as a name, but it could be a tagline like sit, stay, heels.
That's really good.
What about like high heel? Or how do I say this? High heel, good boy. Or
oh yeah.
high heel, comma, good boy. Like that, like the way I'm thinking of it structurally.
Yes.
It's better maybe written.
Yeah. Well, okay, another one that would really harken back that I think is just old enough would just be fetch. That could be a name for these. Like,
yeah, fetch is a good name actually.
And like we're making it happen, but like obviously people have done that.
Somebody actually made it happen. That's a funny idea.
Finally it happened. I don't know.
Is there Oh my god, okay, hold on. I got an idea. What if Okay, let me get this thought out. Like hold on, let me see. You told us to listen. You told us to heal. We listened, sort of.
Oh, that's good.
Right? Like something like that. You told us to heal. We listened, sort of.
Yes,
or something. I don't know.
yes.
But that's kind of funny.
Like commanding you to heal or like to heels. You know what I mean? Like there's a new command. A new command for your dog. High heel.
Yeah. Like something like that is funny. Stupid. Wait, should we land on a name, or should we just, is it more fun to just explore names, or should we actually go, it's called hot dogs, yips, or whatever? I'm almost reluctant to land on one.
I don't think I want to land yet, but we can see.
Okay.
Maybe we can have our designer mock up our favorite into a faux logo, or anybody listening want to mock something up. I feel like we have to do something like when the announcement would be like, we're unleashing. That's an old play, but still.
Yeah. I mean, this is such a stupid idea. Like, why not? Okay, hold on. Let me keep thinking of. Like, I keep thinking
walk.
Because I was thinking like brand, like I was thinking in when I was first thinking about this exercise, I was thinking of it as like, how do you position the brand? How do you like, what's the hook? Like, I don't know how structured or formalized we wanted to make this. And I don't think we need to, but I was thinking like, when I was thinking like brand positioning, like, well, like why should horses get all the cool shoes? Or like, so I don't know, like what's like a pitch to investors.
Yeah.
Like something
you're leaving
funny.
money on the table. Great.
You're leaving money in the dog bowl.
In the dog house, a fashion house, dog house. There's that.
So you'll end up in the fashion house, or you'll
don't end up in the dog house when you can be in the fashion house. Oh my gosh! Also, like, there's like we could have our own runway show, New York Fashion Week.
Well, it's like a catwalk, and it's like versus a catwalk, it's a dog walk. It's a dog walk.
It's a dog walk. And okay, also, okay, wait, in terms of product design, instead of them actually having heels, because like I know very few dogs who could do it, and I know a lot of dogs.
And I've pulled the neighborhood.
There's a lot over here. Like they could be drawn on to look like that, which someone maybe has made, like little like high heel, like it's a flat, but it like has an illusion that it's a high heel.
So it's more like
it's
a
neutral.
More like a boot.
It's a boot, but the design on all around it
Okay.
is like painted on as though that's a high heel. So it's just a fashion shoe. So like, if you have to like protect your dog's paws from like weather and salt and all that stuff, like now they just look nice, because all you ever have had is like boots.
You have just like kind of a rugged booty.
Yeah.
Tiny boops. Okay, I like the idea of, I mean, it's not as absurd, but it is more practical. I like the idea of it being like a funny side profile of the shoe.
Yeah.
Looks like a heel.
High fashion.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned Louboutin earlier, just like in passing. Would it be funny to have kind of a signature bottom? So it's like a tennis ball or something, or like, or AstroTurf. It's like we have like our signature bottom or interior or something on it.
Yeah.
That is like our Louboutin.
Yeah, like it could be green bottoms.
Green bottoms.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. That's good.
That's so funny. It's so silly. What about
sniff wag.
Okay, so if we did like a dog walk or like a runway, so like some sort of runway pups idea, and it's like a dog walk, it'd be really funny if you had kind of current models walking the runway with like
walking the dogs,
and they maybe have like a comparable shoe that is like a human version of our our design. It's like you have like Bella Hadid and Kendall Jenner
totally
Cara Delevingne or whoever
chasing the next big thing.
That would be a good investor deck. It's like we're chasing the next big innovation in dog fashion or something stupid.
I love this structure of this show because it's so dumb. Like, this is so insane. And you have to suspend disbelief to be like, okay, our job, a client came to us and they were like, I'm making high heels for dogs. Because this does happen to us all the time. They're like, I'm doing this thing. And we're like, are you sure?
Are you sure you want to?
And then we still have to do our job either way. I mean, we did a thing like this once upon a time when I think we did that adventure gear rough wear. We were like man's best friend's best friend. Like it's like your fashionable best friend. Ugh, there's something there about
something there. Your
heels. Yeah.
Fashion.
Oh my gosh. You know what else is there's a campaign thing. Dogs love to chew on shoes. So it's like choose. Well, that like choose and choose.
Okay.
Better footwear. Paw wear. But then it was another thing about
is a nice
that's sort of cute.
Maybe that's what it's called. Thing. I don't know actually.
And then that I was picturing like a really like cool big full bleed photo of a dog like they're tearing apart like really nice high heels and one side, and then the other one they're like wearing them instead, and it's like choose a better life.
See? Yeah, hold on. Don't give up on yourself. Choose CHEW. Choose better. They'll choose
higher fashion.
Or like choose us.
Choose us.
CHEWS. Us.
Or like I wish it was like the choice is clear. They'd have to be made out of something crazy.
They're hot as hell, tennis ball bottoms, chew proof. Oh, I mean, why not? This is fashion all made forward, up anyway. Let's just
fashion meets. Yeah, it's some new material we invented that is like we've made it from something old. So like we're saving the planet. That's what these are made out of. Okay. Something cool that a chemist or someone came up with for us. And they're chew proof.
And they're like glass. They're like an infinitely recyclable.
Yes, but unbreakable.
But unbreakable.
Great.
God, these
Perfect.
are I mean, we should get funded for this idea.
Yeah. My tail's wagging. Oh, there's like a Red Bottoms Red Rover, but I know Red Rover is the game, but I was thinking of like Rover. What are other like typical names you
The first name I thought of was my great aunt's dog's name was Barney, and that's I don't think anyone would go like, oh, that's the name. Yeah.
Anna saying puppy love. That's cute. Puppies love this.
Puppy love is a cute name for a brand, actually. Puppy love.
That'd be a great also headline for the testimonial section and reviews. Check out our puppy love.
Yep.
And all the dogs. Oh my gosh. We had a client once, Allie, you'll remember, that did a campaign all in dog voice. That's one thing we wouldn't do here.
Oh God, I hate dog voice.
Like it was like Mies love doggo approved. And we were like, oh, so this reminds me of the puzzle brand we worked with that was all photos of a group of dog friends.
That was one of the
we made up that they were a group of dog friends. It was just photography of dogs turned into puzzles.
And we wrote about the description on the back of the puzzles was writing about them as if they were like a tight knit group of buddies and personifying
we create a scenario that we were like, oh, Rufus forgot his lunch, so we have to stop at the blah blah blah, and it was just like
it was
dog friends with
so
drama.
Chaotic. Yeah, it was. I should pull that up and read a bit. It's so funny.
It's still up there.
Hold on.
I still like sit stay heels.
Yeah, I like that too. I think
that's only problem with I know I'm overthinking it, but sit and stay, I'm like, you're actually going out. Mutt strut. That'd be a fun like activation or something, or like what we call the dog walk,
the dog
catwalk,
the dog walk.
New York Fashion Week strut and mutt rhyme.
I think that's good. Mutt strut. The mutt strut is that's a nice rhythmic
and there can be
name.
Paparazzi.
Yes.
We
should have like a paparazzi like booth. Or like an area where you can get like there's 1,000 cameras flashing. The dogs are all
love that.
losing their mind. Yeah. There's a dog attack. Things go wild. And bloodshed. Such a good
We're going to trigger the fight or flight in a bunch of dogs that are in high heels and they can't run.
A bunch of pit bulls in high heels. That's what the world needs.
Let's see.
So in the comments, is that Anne? I can't tell. Some high profile groomers and fashion. Yeah, like there's so many good dog accounts. High profile. I'm sure there are high profile groomers and
and like people like
dog fashion.
There's famous dogs on the internet. We could get them.
There's one.
I think this is more a Mascot to jump ahead, but I think we do have 5 minutes left. So in 5 minutes, we'll go to Mascot. Or we can go there now because I think we've done a lot of fun things. Is that I was thinking it should be a squirrel. I was like, or do we name it after like one of their nemesis? Like, what do they like always chase?
Like squirrelies. Squirrelies is cute.
Yeah,
like
squirrelies is sort of cute because your dog will hate them as much as he hates. Introducing a new enemy in your dog's life. These shoes.
Squirrelies. Hold on. I don't want to like go to Mascot quite yet. I think like we can riff for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
I just thought of a line. Dress to the canines. Like if we're doing like a fashion week.
That's great.
Dress to the canines. That's something there. Could we do like a pop-up store? And it's like a shoe store. Cute. And it's like you could do shoe fittings.
Yeah.
Something there.
Pop up.
Okay, and if we're sorry, I'm like all over the place right now. My brain is
that's
exploding with just so many ideas. But pop-up store could be really fun because you could do like a shoe fitting. You can do maybe like custom shoes. Maybe it's like I know we already did like this Build-A-Bear workshop idea for Slate trucks, but it's like maybe it's not even. Maybe this is just part of the shoe. If we're saying this shoe is just like the most perfect shoe in the world and it's recyclable and blah blah blah, like maybe there's like a little slot for poop bags. You could keep a little poop bag slot in there.
In the shoe?
Yeah, in the shoe. I guess maybe that goes against the high end feel of it. Treat.
Well, we can have 4-man function. We're making this up.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. There's enough room for everything. You can keep toys in there. What can't you do with these heels? You know, it'd be funny though if like they were like you did like a limited run, and you did I don't know, some like fun collaboration. I mean, God, people buys the silliest stuff for their dogs. Like even if it was just a funny joke, like a novel.
We hold on, I just saw a word. Was it how does canine? Oh, that it was like, thinking of words to describe dogs is like loyal and playful and friendly. Our old business name, we could repurpose it. Obedient could be the name of this brand.
There we go.
Well behaved.
We still own the trademark.
Dogs rarely make history.
Yeah. Wait, say that again.
Well behaved dogs rarely make history.
Yes.
And the dog is just like sprinting down the street in high heels.
You know what's so funny is I know that like a teacup sized dog is the right market, but like it is funnier in my mind to picture like a golden lab or a greyhound. I feel like greyhounds would get it. Poor little greyhounds.
They would. Just like, they're very elegant.
They're elegant.
But again, if
deer.
they were actually flat and they just looked fashionable,
yes,
then anybody can wear them. Anyone.
Dog. Any dog. Anyone, really. We've got a line for cats and deer and rabbits.
Well, kitten heels is next after pup heels.
Yeah. What about like a gala?
Oh yeah,
I mean, this is all. I guess we're doing
the tennis ball. That's what we always do.
The tennis ball, yeah. The tennis ball, the fetch
ball. Stick. They love
ball.
Sticks. Bone. This is making me think just of like names, not the ball. I think the ball would be called the tennis ball because that's.
I think it would too.
Hilarious.
Fetch, Sticks, digging. What else?
Like a dog with a bone. Like where? Like what are doggone dog days of summer? Trying to think of dog idioms.
Bone. If they were called like a dog with a bone, and they're called, Heelys is honestly a good name for it. But obviously that's another shoe brand. It'd be funny. Hold on, to go back to your tennis ball idea. If they were wearing like coats and tails, or like coat tail, or like a dress tie. The attire was like coats and tails or coat tails.
Yeah. It's like black tie optional.
For your hold on, sorry. My brain is just like being so stupid right now. Like I was like thinking of another tagline like for your dogs. For your dogs.
Yeah.
Or something.
Okay, what if we instead of hot dogs, what if we called it with HAUT hot diggity dogs? That's a really fun
That's
name
cute.
for
That's
these.
a fun name. That's fun to say.
These are hot diggity dogs.
Hot diggity dogs. That's fun. Hot diggity dogs.
Oh,
and then we have oh God, why can't I think of the band that sings No Diggity?
I like the way you were. Blackstreet.
No, Backstreet. Okay. God, I was like blank. Second.
Wait, also, this is very like sort of like first like A to B thinking, but
yeah.
We're teaching your dog new tricks is like
it's a good
new
but it's
fashion
like
tricks, or we could like
you can shush it.
Yeah. Like what are other words for like time's up.
I have one more line.
Do it.
I was thinking of it like, okay, let me just tell you my perspective thinking of it. It's like, other dogs are looking at this dog in heels and it's like, they're almost like, ugh, like this dog's wearing heels and your dog's like,
what? I'm ready.
Like the line that came to me was like, I wear heels bigger than your bone. Like, I don't even know why. I was trying to think of it like being like a burn, like, I wear high heels bigger than your bone.
Than that bone. Yeah, like the heels, what are like 4-inch?
Yeah, like I was thinking of it as like I'm like so confident in my
like oh cute blah blah
in my hot diggity dog. I don't know. Stupid.
Okay, I got nipping at, I still think fashion is nipping at your heels.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And theirs or whatever. And then they also call dogs ankle biters, which is there's something fun there. And then I was like doggy style. How about our tagline is this doggy has style?
There we go. See? Why
see?
not?
Don't say see.
See? Perfect.
See World? We knew it. Fleabag. Yeah, I guess. Wolf. Wolf whistle.
Bone.
That's
I know it's trying to
something
make
that's, like,
bone.
fashion-y.
That's right. Stupid
Yeah.
idea came from bone. Bone. Like
Fashion
a dog with a
hunting dog.
bone. Like a dog with a bone.
Foxy hound.
Foxy hounds
That's a foxy
kind
hound.
of a fun.
Foxy hounds. It's got to be some. That's got to
It's
exist.
kind of a funny name, like like foxy hounds.
This is true though about this is one of those industries where like wordplay has just been so saturated, like this and coffee and like wedding stuff. Like I would not be surprised if half of what we said exists.
Oh, it's been
some iteration.
Said.
I mean, for all we know, high heels might exist. Again, we've done no strategy.
Yeah, we didn't
no
even
searching,
look.
which is
I didn't even want to look because I think I would just be pissed if these actually exist.
No, I don't want to know.
Because it probably does exist in the small dog market. They're probably little slides.
Yeah.
And then like a tutu and like pearls and all this bullshit people put on their chihuahua. You know.
Yeah.
No offense to chihuahua owners. It's funny. I dog sat my friend's chihuahua one time and she's like, she's so chill. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I love dogs. I really do. I love animals so much. I was like, I'll watch her dog. I watched 2 of her dogs. And at the time I had a dog. Her dog yipped nonstop all day, all night. I was like losing my mind. I had to call her and be like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, hey, it has not
I'm
stopped.
Dying. It prepared you for motherhood.
It did. Yeah.
Okay. I just thought then let's go into Mascot O'Clock.
Yeah,
Get the song ready. I was picturing a commercial where, you know, everybody makes fun of how dog owners always overestimate the friendliness of their dog. Like, don't worry, he's friendly.
Yeah.
And I was picturing that like someone's rushing towards, so there's a woman walking her dog and the dog is wearing hot diggity dogs.
Okay, obviously.
And you see, maybe you don't see the shoes yet. Okay. You just sort of see the person and their dog. And a guy is coming with a dog that's like crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't worry, she's friendly. And then the person with the hot diggity dog goes, well, she's not. She's fierce. And then like music drops and it goes down and you see the dog in their heels.
Extends her leg
She's
out.
not friendly. Yeah. And she's like, strut. It's like, you know, like
pivot.
Yeah.
Fierce look at the camera.
Yeah.
Directed at the camera. That's funny.
That's
so
the
silly.
commercial. She's not.
It's so funny because most people overestimate the friendliness of their dog. You and I would always deliberately underestimate the friendliness of our dogs. And they were generally friendly, but they were.
To be fair, Puffin was semi-serious. Puffin was right there in the middle. He was.
Yeah, Moki
was
fully friendly.
But she was territorial. She was a territorial.
She was an alpha, so it's like very territorial. So like there would be times where when someone would be walking toward us with another dog, I'd be like in a cold sweat.
Yeah, it was sort of
that
I
dog
never
say
knew.
Hi. It's so friendly. I was like, come on, do we have to do this
at your own risk?
At 7 a.m.
Well, I think it was also that like the type of herding breeds that we both had.
Yeah.
They're sort of unpredictable in the sense of like they have a read on people and dogs that I could not always anticipate. Like if Puffin was going to like a person or a dog or not. And in Chicago, like walking your dog is just a landmine. You'd be like, I'm going to have to like be in the street half this time because everyone's just like,
because there's 1,000 dogs. Everyone's walking their dog.
Yeah.
And then people are friendly and we're friendly. Like I want to say hi and be nice, but then it's like, oh God, it was like my gigantic black furry dog that's like looks menacing. That is actually like a little tenderoni, but like can sometimes be aggressive, like not aggressive, but like very protective of like stay away from mom. You know?
This just made me think of more. This made me think of like your dog doesn't want to go for a walk. They want to go for a strut.
Oh, that's,
and then also
that's the angle.
We need to call them bitch. I just said that. I just yelled that. But like,
free yourselves. Free.
Say it. Own it.
It should be called bitch. I didn't even think about that.
I mean,
bitch.
It'd be tough to. I don't know if can you trademark a curse?
Why not? Batch.
Yeah, is betches taken? I don't know. I don't know if that's any enormous.
Okay, should I?
Okay, mascot.
Mascot o'clock. Okay,
let's do mascot.
Mm-hmm. Mascot o'clock.
Okay, you said the squirrel.
A squirrel with like a really dressed up squirrel. Dressed to the canines.
Dressed to the canines. That's silly.
Very
I'm thinking
silly.
like if we did like hot diggity dog, like would a hot dog be kind of a funny,
Yeah.
or like kind of like not an abstract hot dog, but like something that like looks like a hot dog, but not in like the most traditional sense. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
funky, cool, sketched
Yeah.
hot dog. It looks like maybe hot dog is like written in mustard. Oh, it's crazy. Like, why
So
are we talking about
crazy.
hot dogs? So crazy.
This is crazy.
It's
Those
like
are high heels for
graffiti.
dogs.
Yeah.
A fire hydrant would be funny.
Yeah, that's
because it could be like it's like hot and fire and like fashionable.
Fire heels.
A bone in some way that like also was a bow tie. I guess
Yeah.
we're picturing logo instead of mascot, but I think it's okay to conflate a little bit.
Yeah. That actually would be funny if the heels all had bows. Like maybe there was like a trademark bow on all of them, and they would look like little bones.
And
Not
we
that
could
no
call
one's
them
done that, but
bone.
still.
BOWN.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Bone, BOWNE. I guess, yeah, if you went in that direction with like bow is our trademark thing.
Or if that was the name and it's like bone and it's like give a dog a. That's just the tagline.
And then it's just the icon. Okay. But if we're doing like mascot in the truest sense.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny to have a real dog as a mascot.
I know. I'm like, what is less obvious though than like an actual dog? Okay, what if the mascot was like an animal pretending it's a dog hoping to wear these high heels? Okay. Like, I swear I'm a dog. This is a little miniature pony, or it's a cat, or it's like
a goat, a sheep,
a wild wolf or something. Anything.
Yeah.
Sort of like the Cadbury egg thing where they dress up like bunnies so they can get a Cadbury egg.
It's a funny bit, actually.
And so he's just like, no, put the Wolfarellas on, and they never fit. That could tie into Wolfarella.
That's good. I like that. Like they're the Anastasia and Griselda or whatever.
Yes.
Why do I feel like that just came up on another brainstorm?
It did, because
you pulled it out.
You pulled it out of a hat, and I was like, "How did you have that such easily referenced?" It was another episode.
I couldn't remember if it was an episode or just you and I were just riffing. Could you do? I guess this is more spokesperson, but Lacey Chabert. Like we finally, and like we go into business with her, and she's like, we finally made Fetch happen.
Oh my gosh! Of course.
Isn't her name Lacey Chabert?
That's true. I think that's right.
Okay.
I just like don't think about her that often.
I did watch she was in that Christmas movie, not this last year, the year before, Hot Frosty.
The one where she wanted to make snowman. I only remember because of the memes. She wanted that it was a snowman she turned into a man with her love.
I don't want to say she's a bad actress, but I mean this performance was it was so wooden and terrible. But
Wasn't
the movie
she
itself
in
was
Party
so
of Five?
funny.
That's where she's originally from. She was the little sister.
She was the original voice of Meg on Family Guy. I don't know what else. And then like Mean Girls, but I don't know what else she's done besides. I think she's like a big Hallmark queen now.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She would. I think she would be on board.
I think she would. I think this is like a perfect gig for her.
Another good spokesperson / mascot would be like a model, like a human model, like someone really, really sexy and fashionable.
Yeah.
And is just like showing them off, like holding them and putting them on her dog or whatever.
I feel like Kendall
Jenner I know fashion
would jump on this. Anything to try to match her sister's billionaire status.
Yeah, I don't think they turned down a lot of opportunities.
No, so I think this has got Kendall's name all over it.
Who am I? I'm branding high heels live on YouTube. So what am I? Those who live in glass houses.
We are in the glassiest of glass houses. We are in like the kind of what's it called? Not costume glass. It's like the kind they use on movie
candy
sets.
Sugar glass. Like, is it made out of sugar? Like that?
It's the easiest break.
Sugar water glass. Yeah. That's where I live.
No one is we're sincere. Call us, we'll make this happen. Kendall, anything you want us to brand, we'll brand.
Okay. Also, Anne had said she was talking about famous dogs and Lady and the Tramp, but Tramp would also be a fun name for the shoe.
Yeah, I like that's like a good. That's like in
That's
the
edgy.
bitch. I like that.
Mhm.
Tramp. Trample.
That
Trample on.
lady, she's a
Tramp is a fun word that doesn't get used enough. I mean, I know it's derogatory, but it's like a fun word to
Like,
say.
I need more tramp. That's what you need in more. 2026 is the year of the
Well,
tramp.
I mean, as
It is the
someone
year
with
of
a
the
tramp,
horse.
as someone with a tramp stamp, I'm pro tramp.
That's true. I'm
It's
pro
something Ann
stamp.
it's something Ann didn't know about me.
And
Surprise!
guess what? Wait, okay. Dog
A
and
little
pony
something
show.
for you.
Dog and pony show feels like maybe a pony would be
Yeah.
back to the pony mascot idea.
Okay.
Bow Wow, little Bow Wow. Is he interested? Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Like
Dogg.
anybody else with a dog in their name?
I mean, we've already made the joke that we can call the Baha Men. We did that in another episode.
If they said no to Vibram, then maybe they'll say yes. Yes to bitch.
Yes.
Hi, this is Lyndsay from Bitch. As though I would be the one making the call. Never.
Oh, you would never. It'd be Allie from Bitch.
I'd get high out and I'd pass out.
Lyndsay, the silent partner in Bitch. You can message her on social media though.
Yeah. I'll post a 10-minute story of my face talking to my phone.
And I would rather die
and then send it to her.
That.
Yeah. I'll make a cameo.
Isn't that the irony of our personalities? It's just so funny. Hey,
well,
we all have our expertise.
People.
Yeah.
I like dogs.
I like reflections.
I like my face. Well, there's something else. Oh, hired and fired, I guess.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
this is the part of the show where we pick one idea that we think would get us hired by High Heels for Dogs and one that would get us fired.
I think we should do funded or Done-ded.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I thought you were going to say hired or fire hydrant. Fired or hydrant. It doesn't make any sense. No. Funded or Done-ded.
Funded or Done-ded. If we're going to do a new angle.
That's great. I think fashion nipping at your heels. I think a lot of the taglines, dressing up to the canines, chasing the next big thing. I think those things would get us funded.
I think if we could take this concept and show either it's like some sort of gap in the market, it's like desirable in some way, you could show, the profitability of the sector, whatever, or you can show like it's actually like made from sustainable material. It's actually really good in the snow. Like if you could tie it to some functionality and it's still, I think that, and we actually took the time to brand. I mean, it's like a totally stupid idea. I mean, I don't think I would sink my cash into it, but I think I will say the pet market is one of the most profitable markets to play in. It's like super saturated now, but if you could find a niche.
Doggy high heels.
Doggy high heels.
That doggy has style. I think a fired, there's a lot.
Oh, a lot of fired. I mean, whatever I was trying to wedge in with heels and bone and I wear heels bigger than your bone. Yeah. That was like in that bitch tone.
Yeah.
I wear heels bigger than your bone. It was like that.
Being bitchy could be fun too. I think sit, stay, and heels is another really good.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think yips is a fun name.
Mm-hmm.
Hot diggity dog, unleash. Footwear and pawwear was a little tough.
Mm-hmm. Barking dogs.
Barking
dogs.
I don't think there's a lot that would get us fired. I think Done-ded. I mean, there is a lot. The concept in general would get us fired.
Yeah,
but if we had created this because there was a gap in the market, then I think we could get funded based off of the fun branding.
Yeah, I agree.
Well.
What can they do?
So I think we're going to do this again next week. We are going to pull two things out of a.
We're gonna raw dog it next week and not have picked anything in advance.
But we didn't prep any of this in advance. We didn't zero prep. Thinking about it at all.
We just
we knew what it was.
We knew what it was because we picked it and thought it was. Oh man, we don't want to lose this. This is funny.
This is the dumbest thing ever.
I think we pick on air next time so we can.
Yeah. Well. So, do you want to do a shameless plug?
Oh yeah. If you like what you saw. No, but honestly, this was a fun exercise because there are a lot of times we have to, I mean, more often than not, we're building brands from scratch just in general. We're either working on building a brand from scratch or doing like a rebrand for an existing brand that you've probably heard of. But there are sometimes, like I kind of mentioned at the top of the episode, where some are there, you know, it's a new brand in an existing category. And then sometimes it's a brand in a category that doesn't even exist. And so, and so you really are having to, how do we position this? How do we, what's the hook? Like, how do you make something appealing or interesting or intriguing and then you have to educate your audience because they've never seen this type of product before. So like a good example is when we worked with Joy, which stands for just one ingredient. It was the first nut base that you could add water and turn into like creamy, delicious nut milk. It was the first one in the market. So, I mean, that was like us conceptualizing a whole business concept from scratch, which was fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you like what you saw and you want to see more of the actual work we do and you want, check out semiseriousAgency.com. And then obviously when we're working with real brands, we are taking obviously more time, a ton of strategy. It's, you know, very thoughtful, but just as much fun and play and humor, but all in a very intentional way that is meant to speak directly to your audience and separate you from your competitors in a really delightful way.
From the wolf pack.
Boom.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well done. Well done. So we will see you here next week, same time, same place. Sit, stay, heels.
See you next week.
If you want an investor deck, we'll be whipping it up this week. I am going to do a forecast for 2026 for this show. If we stick with this style, there will be something we pull and do that we will run with.
I think well, we've like been talking about that. Is like, do we
anything
actually
could happen, anything could do, but yes, you know,
I agree. See you at the top, Kendall.
Kendall, call us. We're sorry for what we said.
We're so sorry. We did not mean
I'm
it.
happy
It was all
for your
jokes.
sister and Timothy Chalamet. They seem really in love.
Did you hold on? Did you see Megan I think it's Megan Stalter and what's his name? I can't think.
Paul.
Yes.
Paul. Is his name.
Paul
from Hacks.
Yes.
I love that show and I love them.
When
and they
dressed,
committed to the bit. They dressed exactly like them and then acted like they just learned that on the red carpet that they were identically dressed.
It was such a good bit. And it was so, I mean, because the outfits were like impeccable. It was so funny. I can't think of his name right now.
I got to say his name before. Paul W. Downs. I knew there was something. Paul Downs.
Yeah.
He's so funny. She's so funny. Well, until next time, kiddos.
Peace.
See ya.
Love.
Stay fierce. Stay bitchy.
Bye.